Today we're going to start by looking at common fractions. We know that all fractions can be written as a over b, where the a is our numerator, the b is our denominator, and in between here we have what we call our fraction bar. This fraction bar really means division, so it's really a divided by b. And going back in older books, you will see that this fraction bar, or bars in general, are called a vinculum. That's an old Latin word. All right, what is a proper fraction? A proper fraction can be written as having a numerator that is smaller than the denominator. So numerator is smaller, so that's the number on top, than the denominator. And what we are looking at are fractions such as 1/2, 1/3, or 1 out of 3, 1/4, 1/4, 2/3, 3/4, and so on. You can even say 5 out of 10. Right? What does 1/2 mean? Well, if we can consider this as representing a whole, if we shade one portion of it, then this is a half, 1 out of 2 equal parts. 1 out of 2 equal parts. All right. On the other hand, what is an improper fraction? An improper fraction, the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. All right? So two possibilities. The numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. So let's even look at a couple of these. Let's go back, and here we have, if I even wrote 2 out of 2, 3 out of 3, in both of these cases, this would be the numerator and denominators are equal, and if later on we'll see that this represents a whole, one whole. And when we look at other types of improper fractions, such as 3 over 2, 3 over 2, 5 over 2, 5 over 4, 10 over 7, and so on. These are improper fractions that later on we will see them written as mixed numbers. Notice we could even have we can even have a whole number, such as, say, 5, and 5 can be written as 5 over 1. So we should also put in here that whole numbers, not just one whole, but whole numbers are really improper fractions. Whole numbers, by representing them as a, can always be written a over 1. So it doesn't matter if I have even a huge number, 117, I can write it as 117 over 1. All right, so just to recap, two main types of common fractions. They're proper or improper fractions. In a proper fractions, all the numerators are smaller than the denominator. And in the improper fraction, the numerator is greater than or equal to the numerator. When the numerators and denominator are equal, that is just one whole. Otherwise, we'd have, later on we'll see, mixed numbers or whole numbers greater than 1.